Hello and welcome to the Wizard Weekly News. And guess who's back? I'm Hayden Scott, and thank you for joining us.
And I'm Ben Brooks. On today's show, we have lots for you, including a look at the Schedule B sports season, as well as an announcement about an exciting opportunity for students who like to compete in games like Madden and FIFA, and to do so while representing Windsor High School.
We thought we'd start the newscast with some good news. There is no school on Monday, January 18th. Woohoo! Remember that we will be celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King, so say your respects to this great man as you enjoy not coming to school next Monday.
We also wanted to remind all of you that our school schedule is definitely not normal. If you are in A group, you will be in the building on Mondays and Thursdays, with asynchronous being on Tuesdays and Fridays.
B group will attend classes on campus on Tuesdays and Fridays while working on assignments on Mondays and Thursdays. Don't forget that Wednesdays are a half day with all classes online. Check with each of your teachers for instructions on how to get into their Google Meet on Wednesdays.
We all had a huge learning curve last semester with the new schedule and not having to see our friends' faces because they're all wearing masks. We talked to teachers and students about how these changes have affected our school year. Jace Ruck and Ashlyn Conradson have more.
It's been nearly a year since COVID started affecting us in our school life. With the pandemic came challenges like wearing masks, new schedules, and new systems of education. For Windsor High School students, this is a challenge as it has forced students to be put in an awkward situation of learning part-time at school and part-time at home.
I can say it's okay. I'm not liking it that much, but it's helpful because 2 days in person and then 3 days online, that's good. Instead of being online, I'd rather have this schedule instead of being online all the time.
The pandemic has also made teaching challenging as now teachers are forced to teach with masks on.
I mean, the masks are annoying to wear, obviously. I don't think there's many people that like wearing them. But they're proving to be the most effective strategy we have at keeping this school open. And I think that needs to be our priorities. Keep kids in this building. And between the hybrid schedule and the masks, I think it's proven to be pretty darn successful.
With coronavirus still being a threat that could impact teachers and students at any day, it is important to be prepared for any scenario that could happen.
The number one thing we're trying to do is get to know our students early. Just switching quarters here, it's very important that I get to know my students so I can build that relationship with them should we have to go remote. Other things we're doing is obviously transitioning everything to Canvas, developing that Wednesday schedule to build routines with our classes when we are online, and then really just make sure we're social distancing, wearing our masks, and practicing good hand hygiene to make sure we don't have to go remote.
In terms of the next semester and the following school year, the future is unknown. Staff is working hard to be flexible and create the best situation for students and learning from what has been tried this year.
There's certainly a great opportunity for us to learn from a lot of this situation. A lot of the good things that we're learning that we like, or that students are telling us that they like, that we can incorporate even into a regular schedule. But honestly, we're not trying to get too far out of where we are right now. We're trying to make sure that we are sort of day to day in our process with some thought towards the future and planning for what next semester and next year might look like. But because things change so rapidly, it just makes it really hard to do that.
Although coronavirus has brought many uncertainties to Windsor High School students and staff, everyone is doing their part to adapt for the new way of life to make learning possible and enjoyable. For Wizard Weekly News, this has been Jace.
Along with the schedule changes, we have had season change for our sports teams as well. Schedule B sports include girls swimming and diving, boys and girls basketball, and wrestling. Students can currently sign up for those sports through the windsorwizards.org website.
Basketball has already started practicing with tryouts on January 18th. Workouts are occurring this week. Girls swim and dive season is also starting up again, and they would love anyone who is interested to join. The season starts Monday 18th. If you're interested in playing, make sure you complete the winter sports registration with Miss Legno.
We also have exciting news about the upcoming esports season with new games on the schedule. If you're a gamer, there is definitely a game for you to play. Mr. Slade has more about the esports season.
Yeah, so we just finished the fall season in December, and the spring season begins. Registration and preseason is mid-February through the end of February, and then the beginning of March is when the games begin. What's interesting is that they're introducing new games. The new ones they're adding, if you have a PS4, you can do Madden 21 or FIFA 21. So whether you like football or football, you can do either one. The Ultimate Smash Bros. So that's another one. So 3 new games. They just need to go to playvs.com and register there. What happens then is I can verify them as a student here. They have to be a student at Windsor High School, and then we just formulate teams.
For more information, see Mr. Slade in room C206 in the Innovation Center. That's going to do it for our first edition for the Wizard Weekly News for 2021.
Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week, Wizards.